One, two, mic check, testing, and we are live. And it is another live stream, Guna Gang TV, Sunday Smoke. I'm feeling good still. You get me? Doing up LG vibes, LG. Uh, I'm here, man, on a Sunday, and we're not hiding. We don't hide. I'm here with some brothers. Along the way in life, you always meet some people, and they can become your friends or your foes or whatnot. Um, but we tend to keep those with the good souls around us, right? I'm here with my brothers again. Got Mr. Loon in the building. So although they may be foes, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. You get me? It's all fun and fun and loving in the war until it gets
Go.
real.
Let's go.
You say
Let's
Mr.
go.
Lewin's there representing Man
United,
United.
yeah.
Strizzy
United
there
till we die.
God.
repping them over the road. Football genius with us. Come on. To give us his analysis, his breakdown.
Hey, Lewin, I know you heard that. innit?
Also representing the red side up north.
Chat on me, man.
With the camera.
Come on. Shout out all the man them, shout out Narrow, shout out CJ, shout out Smith, shout out the YouTube community. We are live, Guna Gang TV.
Shout out Congo.
Come on, shout out Congo, let's go. Alright, quickly. I'm just gonna pour one out, yeah, because I think it's gonna be an interesting one because everyone's been waiting on the downfall, right? I mean, I got voice notes from man, I got man trolling me on the gram, I got man sending for me like, yeah, and it was just like, relax, bro, relax, you get it. It is what it is, and see me, I don't hide. So whether it's win, lose, or draw, I'm outside. You get it, and the war is never won, in the battle. So it's cool if you're firing blanks like we did. You just hope you get away in it, and you can come back another day. You can go and park off. You get me? Reload your thing. Work out why it jammed. You get me? Clean the chain, reload the clip, and go again. And then them over the road do us a favor. So I'm just still in good spirits, man. I'm just, yeah, man. So beyond that, I got nothing more to say until it's time to talk about. Bro,
So you wrapped that up nicely in one, yeah. We
Toast.
had,
That's it, yo. I'm gonna pour it out. Hey, listen, God bless you.
Let's go. Big up the man. Them. I don't know where you want to start. What you want to start with the L? Do you want to what? Anyone want to show some smoke on man or what? What is it? I'm here.
I'd rather talk about. I'd rather, as soon as we got my guy here, football genius as well. I'd rather talk about some tactical awareness and get me. And I'd like to say that Sean Dice made a very, very good decision today. And yesterday, I believe, he made a very good decision. I don't know what exactly the decision was or the move, but it pertained to lead to a very good result for the rest of the league. And then that was wiped out by some players.
he's got Arsenal's tactics in his book from his Burnley days.
Hey,
Wait, you say that was wiped out by what, Striz?
by a good result by Tottenham, unfortunately. Imagine that.
Oh well, I mean it was still a good result for us. So
That's what I'm saying. No, I said it was a good result for Tottenham that wiped out what happened to you up the night before.
yeah, but I mean even for them, they came out of the relegation zone with that L, but then went straight back in there after the rest of the results. So
you know, like
they're still in the mud. So yeah, it's cool. Man got stuck in the toffee. That's calm, bro.
Don't bust, man says, yo, they're still in the mud.
They're still in the mud. We're good. We're still top of the world, baby. So do you get me? While I can scream it, I'm loud and proud, and I'm outside. You get me? And I'm saying like this title is ours. It's ours, man.
So, who's to blame for the loss, man?
Yeah.
All right. So if we are gonna get into the game, I'll be totally honest, man. I was working till late, so I only caught the second half, and I had to watch it back on the replay after. So when I caught picked up on the game, yeah, because it was 0-0. the way I saw the patterns of play and the movement, and it looked like there was a burst of energy which I'm used to seeing, which we've been on. And I thought, oh, calm, we're normal procedure, you get it, like normal thing. And then they scored, obviously, and I thought, oh, calm, like anyone can score against us right now because you get it, we just put it back. And then I just saw it ain't happening. And you get games like that where, do you get me? You come unstuck, you can't break a team down, whether it's low block or whatnot. But this wasn't just them sitting back on a low block because they were actually quite dangerous on the counter also. And I think like the power that they had in midfield uh, definitely dominated. As we saw, Odegaard got taken off. So obviously, in the end,
Yeah, I felt like he had to be taken off. I
like
felt like
even
he
on
wasn't
the
doing what
goal,
he normally does.
that was the Odegaard that me and Narrow would normally get onto because he was weak in the box. He just got pushed off the ball, and sometimes you want your, I don't know, your more rigid, you get it, like your Gabriels or your Xhakas to come on Tarkovsky. Do you get it? Odegaard. It's a mismatch. So sometimes I don't like the way that defenses within set pieces happen anyway, because you got this, either their zonal marking or I don't like all that. So, but that aside, 1-0. What can I say from that? I didn't see many chances. I saw there weren't many chances at all, bro. So I saw Odegaard sky one. Trossard came on, made a little bit of a difference. Martinelli still looking a bit like he's running down a dark alley. So for me, obviously it was a disappointing result. And then I thought, okay, yeah, well, it's 5 points, but what can we do? The game's gone now, innit? Let's move. And then when I watched it back on the replay, from the first half, Everton basically bossed the game anyway. And like we was overrun the whole game basically, and it just changed how I thought about the game after watching just the second half. If you're with me, I was like, wow. So from that, my analysis changed. We're looking very leggy. We're looking weak in the midfield. If you're talking about why we lost, it's because of those same reasons. We're very weak, and it's a young team that we've got, right? And so, as Football Genius would say, and we all know, and it's experience and whatnot, and consistency in these things, and all that type of stuff, and pedigree, innit? That's what this man's going to tell me about pedigree.
So would you say any of your players were looking burnt out?
Talk about burnt out. I mean, man are saying.
No, I'm just saying because that's a general talk about certain players or certain clubs and teams now looking burnt out or whatever. I'm just asking.
I just think it's maybe you get found out in it because as a fan, to be honest, like what we do, to me as an Arsenal fan, is quite predictable because I know the play in it. I watch my team, so I watch it from the analysis side in terms of tactics and tactical play. So for me, I kind of know our thing. So it's just no one's pretty much been able to stop it. If you're with me, Saka's gonna cut him, but no one ain't really been able to stop it. They're now putting 2 and 3 man on him, so that marks him out of the game. You understand? Eddie, he's always gonna get a chance, but he's not clinical. Is he gonna slap it home? And then I saw he's skying chances for like 6 yards, and it's like hair is where you get it. This is where you earn your.
That's where you're supposed to earn your money.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like you're 6 yards out and stuff like this. It's like, and do you get me? It's not all about just that, but it is these like minor, these marginal. You get me? Things that make, minor things that make marginal gains, man. And you need to make the difference in games like this where you're away on an early Saturday afternoon. You get me a bit. You gotta get stuck in it, like that. And
100.
This team is still a bit young, so I'm cool though, man. Like, obviously today the result went my way, so it's fine, isn't it? It's like 3 points dropped. It's a game in hand dropped, but we've still got a game in hand. So 18 games, we continue the form we've seen from the first half of the season, and we're lifting trophies, innit? Man's doing up convertible buses around Holloway Road, Islington, all of that, like convertible buses and that. Striz, you don't know about them things, innit? But it's calm.
Are we here taking shots? Or are we talking about? Because I'm saying Sean Dyche, man, if you ask why he tries
I know. But you wanted to give him, you gave him a lot of credit, and I do give him credit in it. But we know Sean Dyche. We know what he's gonna do. Sean Dyche is straight off of fucking building site and that. Do you get me? He's gonna come in and do you get me? Tell the guys to pattern up and build a system and some structure. And
He knew it. He had that new manager part. Somehow these Everton guys didn't fucking get him on. You lot just unfortunately think I played it. I'll be real. I feel like anyone who would have played that day, apart from Warren City or probably United, he would have had a game that would have made anyone. You get me? Because like he said, he came and he said one player stop me scoring and score. You know what I'm saying? And if you minimize it,
bro, bring your mic a bit closer, fam.
right. Yeah, he's saying that one of the things that he wants to do is just stop them scoring and scoring it. Stop you scoring and scoring it. Do you get what I'm saying? Really and truly, if you deep it, boy, that's kind of what happened, isn't it? Do you get what I'm saying? Like without going into it too deep and seeing whatever what actual actions change things, like his plan came to fruition, innit? Like
Yeah, 100%. But for me, we still had chances, and if you're clinical in, you get me, you win the game. So it's just
yeah,
that, and it's just that where you might need players with a bit more experience, or players, the next level up in it. So
yeah.
although like we've just come out of the market, you'd say, all right, boom, you don't want to bring in no players to affect your first team 11. I want to bring in players who can go into the first team 11 in any position.
Well, you do, because what are you going to do next game now?
Change already, though.
For instance, what are you going to do the next game? For instance, now if you want to change up, you can't change. What are you going to do? Because like you kind of use your team, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, I'm talking about like adding depth to the squad is one thing, yeah, because it adding numbers, which is needed. But if the quality is not there in the first 11, like really, if you get what I'm saying. Because we're a great team. We're a great team. We've got a great base, but I think like maybe we're 2 or 3 players away from being like an elite team. Do you understand?
Your point is mad valid as well, because obviously the man forget that components to get me complete things, innit? And at the end of the day, man can have a plan and then have a certain amount of players that you might need to see that plan through, but you might be like 2 players off, and you're just playing with that team. It doesn't mean, in my opinion, I don't believe that you're meant to totally negate what you should be doing with the players you have. Do you get me? You still should be trying to get a cohesion out of them, man, before you decide to add something, because it's not always the answer just to dash someone into something, innit? Do you get what I'm saying? Slyly. But
don't always
at
add
the same time,
to the food.
do you understand? But at the same time, I know what you're saying in regards to you're watching your team and you're watching that one position go miss or however. And I don't know. Do you get what I'm saying? It's mad.
Yeah, like our first 11 is predictable, innit? And that's a great thing to have in it, because that is that cohesion, and it means you know your team every week. So it means we've got something that we're working with, and it's clearly working in it. But it's just like it's been a system that he's been working on for a few years, so it should click into place now. But for me, it's just a thing of it's still not at that level yet. But I mean, we're top of the league, so you get me. I can't really complain too tough. You get me? Like you got to sometimes.
They can always talk about how it's done, but if it's done, why are you chatting to me? Like, I'll be real. Like if it's getting done, like it's getting done, innit? They don't want to worry. They always want to worry about how it's done, innit? I'll be real with you. No one can chat to this dude Arteta, bro, if he gets this league done, bro. Like realistically, bro, they can call him my man, book carrier, clipboard, whatever. I got to the league, like, do you understand with the team?
Listen, it'll be like one of the greatest achievements in Prem history.
Well, with all due respect, bro.
And reason I say that is this guy wasn't a manager. He's already broken all Arsenal win percentage records. As weird as that sounds, yeah. So, and in terms of like our highest points at this stage in the league, it's the highest ever. So everything he's done right now is a mad thing. But he's also on the other end of the worst things we've done as well, isn't it? So, and that's over the time that we've seen that, isn't it? And now maybe the fruits have blossomed, and that's all we can hope for. But to me, if we fail, it'll just be on those extra players that should have been brought in, and yeah, Trossard, yeah, I can work with that, but it's still not enough. And I still need another attacking player, and then
Don't you think, Arsene, that your team carries character already? Don't you think you got characters then? Because I'll be honest, I think character is another vital one. Character is another vital ingredient in
yeah,
regards to
I think
working with
that
a team.
I think characters is built, bro. I think like
Mm.
characters, not just everyone has that. Um,
Yeah. Okay.
so
I'd say that even from what man's seeing in this Arsenal team, bro, there's character that I didn't see in a couple. Like it might sound mad, innit? Like if recently, I didn't
yeah,
really
but
see that even with
what I
Arsenal.
see with that character is that over the last 3 seasons, it's been Arteta building this team, and
Yeah,
there's been a lot of bumps on the road. So
yeah.
these things are the challenges. Like, look what happened to Saka at the Euros. Do you understand? Man
Mm.
came back and leveled up again and was the player of the season for us again. Things like that.
Saka's been wilding since he landed,
Saka
bro.
being our player of the season for 2 years in a row.
Mm.
Like, so it's showing these are the things that to me build character when you're talking about youth players.
Yeah, factual.
Going through adversity and coming out the other side, and you get it, like
Yeah,
achieving, and even that, it makes your hunger. It kind, to me, that's what I see with us. I think there's that hunger because of everything that happened last season. Like
yeah,
the way you get me, like it just fell to pieces. I think that hunger's there, but I think there's still they're still youth, man, in it. Like they're still young
mm,
bucks, so you're
mm.
still gonna have to face some big man at certain points. Yeah, like, if you get me, you get me. It don't matter how much you've been benching or whatnot. Do you get it? Man's just
Fly,
gonna
I ain't gonna
stick
lie,
it on
man.
you.
It's
So
facilitated for you lot, though, man. This thing's all done. You lot have anyway, not a have to thing. This thing's facilitated for you lot right now, man. I don't give a damn, man. When Pep's out there taking out KD and playing my man, hey, listen, the thing is being facilitated for the man, them, innit? I'm sorry, innit? Like, you don't have this in the bag if you don't just continue doing what man's doing. That loss today, man can banter it all day, bro. Yesterday, sorry. Man can banter it all day, but it is really not the biggest thing, bro. It's if you go to City and take them and lose them points twice now, that's when man's gonna look at it and say, right, okay,
And shout out
maybe man's
CJ.
sorted.
Shout out CJ.
yeah, I think that is when man would take us serious, and I think even for me, in some respect, like I don't know, Narrow. What are you telling me, bro?
Man,
Do you
like
think
now,
do you think beating City, them? Do you think them
Shout
games
out
will be
Narrow. Come on.
the games that determine if we're ready, or what are you telling me?
I told you it has to be this after beating City twice. It has to be beating them twice to show them that they can't come back. Once they can't come back, then it's just obviously keeping game by game, and yeah, like that. I've never, my thing already, man. I don't scream that we've won it already and be singing and nah.
Dan screaming it, bro.
That's a
Dan
myth.
said it's one. It's done. It's one and done.
Huh? Who?
Dan said it's one and done.
Nah, it's
Tepper
not.
said it's one and done. Dan and Tepper said it's one and done, fam. It's told to tell them.
I don't know about that one, man.
He's not lying. He's
Alright.
there. You're there. You get me.
Yeah, that's the beauty of football. Everyone's got the different opinions, and you might even support the same team.
Yeah, the response is there. They're fighting.
I must say, no, but
Yeah.
like, I didn't even talk anything on this one here, but I will say this: Arsenal, at the end of the day, like, you knew this was gonna happen. Well, I'm sure you might knew this was gonna happen, and you lost what 9 games, 10 games, 11, 12 games last season. You lost a lot. The team
13,
ain't changed that
14,
much.
something like that.
It's
13,
only
14.
one so far, West, bro. It's only one so far. Early.
And I said it's like you say, these things can happen, and luckily you got Tottenham that done you a favor. But City lost 4 now. It's a lot. It's a lot for them at this stage of the season. But the main thing for Arsenal is obviously just to continue doing what you're doing. In terms of the Everton game, disappointing performance, but a little bit surprised as well. Because I thought Arsenal would at least show a bit more in terms of the attacking sense. I think Arteta, he made a lot of subs. Like
They
he
made
kind
all the
of,
subs. This is what
yeah.
I noticed, and that's it. There's nothing more now.
But I
There
feel
was
like,
nothing more. You brought Trossard on, and to get it, that was it. It was like, and then what? There's nothing else.
yeah, man. But what I'm trying to say is that, like, I feel like you've got your strongest 11. That strongest 11 should have been able to put a dent in these men today, and
Mm-hmm.
and you didn't. and maybe that shows a bit of what the experience in the team is. You know, look, I talked about it. One of my main points was December when Jesus got injured. I said, "Yo, do you get the striker?" I was screaming at some people agreeing, some people
Told them to go
disagreeing,
shopping.
because I was saying, you know what, in the vital moments, that's where you get the peas. And Eddie has missed big chances. You can talk about the United ones. Cool, he done a nice jump ahead over Van Wan-Bissaka, but other than that, I ain't seen nothing special from this guy. And the Newcastle chance, this one against Everton in particular, if you saw it, well, I know you saw it. How did he miss that? Not even on target.
Do you know
Like
what? Sorry to
that,
cut you lot.
yeah.
Sorry to cut you lot, but it's like all of a sudden, everyone sounds like me talking about EE. Like I was the one that was telling everybody about this guy before. Whilst you at one point was backing him, you were saying, "Nah,
No,
he's all right. He's
no,
decent.
no, 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 no.
Get you
Listen, wait,
through."
hold on. Wait,
That's
no,
what.
no, 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 no. Listen, no. Don't say it like that, because I was the first one talking about Arsenal need to buy someone in front of
No, I know you
Jesus.
said that. I know
That
you
was
said.
my main point. Now, when you want to digress and talk about, oh, why am I saying these good things now, is because I have to point out his good things, because I'm not going to just destroy a man. I'll tell the truth. Buy someone to finish the chances. I wanted you to get Mitrovic. I wanted you to get Tony. I said someone clinical, because you need you need that. And
So
then
when I was
when
screaming that to you, you said to me, "No, he's all right. He will get you by."
listen.
You did say that to
No, no,
some
no, no,
degree.
no, 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 no. I've spoken. Let me tell you what I've said about Eddie, and anyone, all of my Arsenal friends know this. I said, look, Eddie would have had a nice settling in period. First 5, 6 games, you're gonna get goals, because in the end of the day, you're not shit. He's a defensive striker that runs around a lot. He's all right, but in the end of the day, did you get the striker? No, you didn't. That was my main target that I said Arsenal should have got, and you settled for Eddie. So that was it. If that's not going to change now, we're not going to now start talking about we're not going to just talk about his flaws, because now we're going to sound like a broken record, right? So now we just talk about what he's good at.
What is he good at?
You tell me.
I don't know. You tell
You
me.
guys, Arsenal. No, I have to ask the Arsenal fans,
I
man.
don't
You
know.
can't ask Man United fans.
I
No,
think
no,
he's
yeah.
I'm
dead.
not.
He's.
I
Yeah,
I
think
talk
he's
mean,
to the
dead.
Arsenal
I've been
fans.
screaming it before everybody, and it
But
seems that
that's not the
everybody's
point.
now realizing what I've been screaming.
listen,
No, but
I don't think Eddie is a top 4 club striker. Maybe even top 6. I'm not sure, because right now we're at top of the league. But that aside, I mean, I didn't rate Eddie. I don't really rate Eddie, as I say, because to me Eddie should be our third choice striker. But I have seen some progression and within his development. Like I did see him take on a couple, man. I have seen him now hold up, play a bit. But it's like that's all good. But like I just want to see man score goals. Really, like just put the ball where it's supposed to be in it as the striker in the back of the net. Like
Just said Bear
Yeah, but you
Russell.
have to get. Listen, you
yeah,
have to give him a
and
chance,
this is
yeah, because you give him
yeah,
£100,000 contract. You have to give him a chance. You can't
well,
pay
he's
him all
got
that
that in
money
it,
to
but
not
it's
give
yeah.
him a
just that
chance.
in the
No, I'm
key
just
games
saying,
he
isn't
needs
it?
to take
Like
these chances, man. That's all I'm saying.
Nah, he don't make it. He don't make it for me, bro.
I think your Wi-Fi. He's got that EE connection, the reception. Yeah, so yeah, but you get me? He's done well though. You can't lie, bro. You can't lie. He's done well. If he's got more goals than Jesus already in
He's done
less
all right. I'm
games.
not going to turn it into an Eddie Ketia thing, but it's
Yeah,
just mad when people start saying, "Oh yeah, well, we said that Eddie EE," but I've said this though. If you go back to some of me and Craig argue from the beginning of the podcast about Eddie and Ketia. So why is everyone now trying to use that as well, you should have got a striker, you didn't? But I'm not hearing that, bro. I said this already. Like, so unless you're trying to tell others that, then yeah, fair enough. But I'm not hearing nothing. I don't want to hear nothing about Nketiah, man.
what
yeah,
no, but this
and
is
they
just the
lost.
streamer. We're just explaining why some of the stuff.
No, I get that.
Yeah, we're
But it's
just
just
explaining
mad. It's
why
just
some of the stuff, and
everything that I
yeah,
said
and
about the guy is coming to what I've said. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I just don't think. I don't think that
Yeah,
loss was
and
based on
sorry.
Eddie though.
Yeah.
So
No, it wasn't based on him. That's why I said I
Man,
don't
don't
want
stop
to turn it
forgetting about Sean Dyche masterclass, innit?
into
it
thingy.
weren't even like it weren't a masterclass, bro. That's
It wasn't a masterclass. Listen, if I said this before the game, I said that
Just trying to banter
Everton
you, man.
have been soaking up the most shots.
Hey, it weren't a masterclass. Come on, we're joking.
No, it was a masterclass. Chizzy's
It
not
weren't
bantering.
It weren't a masterclass. I was joking, but he didn't do nothing crazy. Arsenal, like I said this earlier before you lot came on.
Season. They've been soaking up the most shots, and they haven't even had any. If you talk about goals conceded, compared to other teams to shots had, they've actually conceded least. So we always knew that they could soak up pressure. You just needed the manager
Listen,
to be able to.
any Sean Dyche
We just needed
that
a
Arteta
manager
has
to show
beat
them.
us. Arteta hasn't beat. He can't beat fucking Sean Dyche in a football match. He can't. He's been trying for ages. So I don't even think it's got nothing to do with he done a master class or anything like that. Arteta just can't beat him. He's our bogey. He's the bogey guy for our team.
I think even Wenger struggled against him though as well. I'm sure.
Team that
He
guy
was at
puts
Burnley,
out
innit? He was
against
at Burnley
Arsenal,
for years. Was
he just
playing
knows
Burnley.
how to play against them.
Yeah,
That's it.
Yeah, I think maybe it's just
We
Arsenal.
got put in a spliff.
Yeah, it was Burnley. Remember, we had the problem with Burnley when we couldn't beat Burnley. They was our bogey team for a time. He was their manager then, innit?
Yeah.
And look, it's a Burnley player, ex-Burnley player, who scored their goal. So, but yeah. Anyway, anyone got anything else on this Arsenal? Because to me, let's see, CJ. Look, this is what CJ said. Yeah. And then you man can respond.
This is highly, highly subjective writing. So what is he calling? Are we working with magic here? This is just my opinion, boys. This is our opinion. No one's trying to trick no one's mind. But I understand what he means, and I agree with him. It's not the end of the world.
No, do you know what? The realness, and I'm putting the banter aside because obviously we take
Of course.
I do the maths in it, and I'd hate to say it, but the more points that City lose, and I look on you start to see the actual thing play out for itself. I know I hate to revert to Championship manager, we all football manager, we all got it, yeah. I know it's totally different, but you see the same pattern on Football Manager. There's only a certain amount of games you can keep losing until you win the title. Who's won the title with more than like 10
You
games?
can't really lose. No, I think it's 4 games. I think you can't lose more than 4 or 5 games. And
at one stage, it was like you could only lose 2 games one season.
Yeah.
One season, it was only 2 games you could lose. So I'm just going by the maths at the moment. Like if City do lose 2 more games, then you will have me, of all people that people call me negative, start believing. But I ain't even at that stage yet with this team, because I still find flaws in the fucking team. I still find flaws in it.
It's things like the Everton game, because those are the ones where we've seen it before, innit? We saw it last season, and it's those ones where pretty much for the first half of the season, for majority of the games, obviously the lesser teams that we would normally struggle against, we've manhandled them. Do you get me? We've sent them shopping. That. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's just a bit of the old Arsenal I saw there, where it's just a bit weak. You get it? And as I say, maybe youth inexperience, but then it's to get it. It is what it is, man.
I will just go back.
Yeah, man. Look. Look.
Transfer window.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said, to me, you're still lacking a couple of players to really say, yeah. Like, you get it, but
okay. So I'm gonna say one thing about this as well. Yeah, just before we leave them, because we talk a lot about Arsenal, and one big thing is that this is not Arteta's final team. Like, you guys have stumbled upon a title race, and you guys done it by yourselves. You guys were very good last season, and this season you've improved with some quality players. But this is still not the final form. That team that he's got out there is still not the best of the best. If we really look at that team, it's a very young team, inexperienced team, and you know what? They're doing tremendous to get to where they are. So kudos for them and there, you get me? They should feel happy to where they are. So now to get all the Arsenal fans believing they can win the title, that's another thing. But the performances have proved it. Everton thing was a blip. It can happen. But like I said, you got 19 games you played. You got 50 points. Now, how many points can you get in the other 50? But to go to Narrow's point, like you said, the mathematics are always there. If you check the statistics, listen, if you lose 5 games after that, you're in trouble. Do you know what I'm saying? Arsenal's only lost 2, I think, right now. So yeah, man, City got to watch out. That's what I will say, because 4 losses is very dangerous now. Like there's another 18 games to go. City can easily lose another 2, easily. So Arsenal, if you man can at least keep it to 5 losses,
That's what I was gonna say.
you can definitely got a chance.
Minimize the losses. That's what it's about now. Minimizing the losses. And
Yeah,
trying
but
to turn them draws into wins. Even though we didn't draw much, but
yeah. But I was just on that point what you're saying, Football Genius, on it's not his final team, yeah. What concerns me, yeah, with that is that I'd have to assume that the targets that he went for, because of the amount of money they cost, they're the players who he
No,
liked.
because of your level. Arsenal, your level. Your level is the reason why he's going for these
Man want to
targets.
spend 100.
You guys are not big enough yet.
All right. So is it that, or to get me? Because what I'm saying is, even if he has, because that would be his final team. If he got Mudryk in, would that make it his final team?
No.
Then Mudryk and Caicedo, would that be our
No
final
way.
team? Do you know why I look at it, bro?
Listen, that team is still lacking a lot.
We didn't get Martinez. He brought in Zinchenko. Although this window he brought in the Polish shoot, yeah, he's another left-sided centre back. So clearly he was looking at that position. That's why he went for Martinez, got Zinchenko, but now he's also got another left-sided centre back. Yeah, so that means that's a position he was looking at. Is that the best left-sided centre back? I don't know. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, so I'm just saying, even the targets he's looking at, even if you bring these guys in, are they the level you're like? Do you feel me? Like, is Mudryk really gonna 100 mil and Caicedo is that it? Do you think like that's it? And then what, we're winning the Champions League with that? Or because to me, like, it ain't that. That's still like
No. Okay, wait, hold on. Forget about money and transfers for a second, yeah. The Arsenal have to win trophies, right? You have to win trophies. Once you win trophies, you can attract a high level of player, and those are the type of players that are going to sustain
we win trophies
to be as big as.
You keep saying this. We win trophies.
No, but I'm
man.
saying proper trophies.
I know, but we won trophies.
Premier
More
League,
recently, we won
no,
more trophies than you, man.
Alhamdulillah, perfect. Alhamdulillah, mashallah, well done. What I'm saying is Premier League and Champions League. We're talking the big trophies now, yeah. Just those 2. To get to those 2 big trophies, yeah, we know that we have to be winning we have to have a very strong team. We have to have a team like City, basically. Do you know what I mean? 25 players, and those maybe 13 players can walk into majority teams in the whole world. That means Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern Munich at any given time. Right now, I'd say Arsenal have Saka. Saka, I believe, can not walk into those teams, but he has a good shout to get into some of those teams. Yeah. Any other player on your pitch, I will say no. There's nobody else that I would say walks into any other team. I'm going to give maybe just Saka.
I don't know why. What we said?
Saliba, Thomas Partey.
No.
Saliba, Thomas Partey.
No. We're talking Vinicius Junior here. We're talking Vinicius Junior. These are the levels. No, but hear what I'm saying. I'm saying Saka is the standout. I'm saying he's the standout star boy. He's the top guy. 100%. Say is top quality as well. But these men are not even in their final form. They're not in their final form. So Arteta, therefore, he still needs time. Like, you know what I mean? He's doing exceptional, but he needs time. These players need time. I was screaming it. I was saying these men ain't got the experience. But the one thing in your man's favour.
Do you reckon them other players around my man?
Losing.
Do you reckon them other players around my man? Do you reckon them other players around my man can get better than and become like as good as Saka? Like, do you reckon?
I think Martinelli has more potential than Saka. I think his ceiling is higher than than Saka. For me, Martinelli's ceiling's higher
His
as an
his
all-round
his
player.
ceiling
Saka's
is
younger,
great
isn't
as
he?
well. I agree.
No,
They're
like
both their
Saka's
same,
ceilings are both
same,
great.
same age.
I
Okay.
was just talking about
Okay.
right now, Arsenal.
Mm.
I think right now, Saka could walk in, or Saka could play for a lot of the top teams in the world, man. That's what I believe. I believe he's hit a very high level, and I feel Martinelli has got the potential, but he's still not there. He's still not there for me, and it's shown in his performances. Well, since you was linked with the Modric, he's kind of lacked in his performances. So
That's what
that's
I
a bit
feel.
of the
I,
mind saying, what's
I,
going on?
I do think
Of
that as
course,
well.
it's a
I
factor.
think,
It's not the main. It's
yeah,
not the only factor, but it's a factor.
yeah.
Variables.
And
There's
with
many variables
Saka,
that can hinder a person playing well.
yeah.
He's
But with
he's he's,
Saka,
he's
I just
holding
think
that, and he's still playing
he
well. 53 bags he's only making.
who? Saka. Yeah, yeah.
That's that's what he's getting, right? 53 bags. He doesn't want to sign the thing.
Mm. So they're gonna have to raise. They're gonna have to
And they just gave
raise the
Martinelli
fees, isn't it?
180.
They're
Basically,
gonna have to make his money go up because what
yeah.
happens is other clubs will just come in.
He's gonna have
That's all.
to. He's gonna have to be our highest paid player, basically.
Yeah, because
But you
otherwise
set this
agents
bar
will
when
just
you
tell him to
gave
go
Eddie
elsewhere.
100. You set that bar there.
Yeah, of
You
course. But
understand? Because
listen, do you think
But he just gave
Saka's agents ain't
he just gave
stupid?
Martinelli
They'll be sitting
180.
there saying to him,
because they
don't
gave
worry,
Eddie
your time
100.
will come.
Yeah, of course. But because they gave Eddie 100, you've then set the bar at when, and because Eddie is not on Saka or Martinelli's level. So obviously, naturally, when they come to knock the door, they're gonna say, "Boy, you gave my man 100. You're talking about you have to double that for me. That's normal. We know that. Like, so
Arson,
to get me,
can I ask,
yeah,
They
can I ask a question?
they definitely messed themselves up with that contract there.
But
How
look,
long's he got left on his contract?
but let me just sorry, let me
How long's he got left on his contract?
Eddie,
I
4
think
years.
Yeah,
Saka 2024.
24. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm saying this one, yeah, sorry. The one thing here is Saka, does he care about money or does he care about winning? Because if he cares about winning, he's got a big choice to make here because Arsenal right now, you guys are in a good position. If you potentially fuck this up, I'm not trying to scream it, but you know what I mean? He hasn't signed a thing for a long time. You know what I mean? The man have to
Yeah, but
think,
you
is
say
he here
that. You
for
say
winning or
that.
is he here
You
for money?
you say you
I'm
say
not
that,
saying that, I'm
and
asking that.
no. So in terms of he hasn't signed the thing, that Martinelli didn't just sign his contract yesterday or
It's
on
been a long
Thursday
time.
or
It's been
Friday.
2 years.
No, I'm saying Martinelli. Yeah, you see, they've
Yeah, but
just
he's getting
announced that
one. But he's getting
they've given
180,
him.
yeah?
Yeah, but I'm saying that announcement was just a couple of days ago, like as if it just happened, but it didn't just happen, right? So to me, it's already done. It's
Mm-hmm.
already done. They just Arsenal this PR in it. It's because it was a poor window. So we need to announce something. Oh, let's announce that Martinelli's yeah, that'll keep them quiet. Do you get me? Because Martinelli's to get it. So it's all PR games to me. Like all of that, like because you just release it like a day or two
But
after the
what?
transfer window closes because maybe the feedback on the timeline suggests that it wasn't such a good window. I don't know, but I always feel like everything's sort of like reactive, everything they do, rather than it being like, yo, bam, 1st of January, Saka, Martinelli's contracts are done. Boom, the only one we're working on is Saliba. They're all in question. And it's just like, Eddie had us to ransom for like half a season.
Okay.
And it's just like, these are the things I'm looking at, like, what's going on here, man? But I'm not complaining, you get me, but I'm just saying some things about the way the club is run are a bit, I don't know, weak, shall we say?
Okay, look, if you're saying it's all a ploy, that's fine. Main thing is the Arsenal team are in a good position to win this
Yeah,
league.
man.
Let's see if they can do it, right? That's the main thing. You
Yeah,
guys
man.
had an L there, Tottenham saved you. You go again. It's like nothing even happened. Imagine that.
Yeah, come on. You lot won
So
the
yeah,
weekend,
it's
innit?
made City's
So
chance worse.
CJ said, man, you won the weekend. Guess so, because Liverpool dropped points.
Yeah, man.
Tottenham's win didn't really do nothing for them. Obviously, it's just, what is it, 11 points now, 14 points. Chelsea 20 points away from us. You lot 8 points. So yeah, I guess Man U worked out well for you. What are we saying on the City and Tottenham game, or are we going to the Man U game?
Good game. City, Tottenham, wherever. Good game. Decent
I
game.
got no comment on that game because I didn't watch it.
On the City and
I
Tottenham.
didn't actually watch the game. Well done.
Trust. That's all we can say.
To whoever won. Who won the game? No, I'm joking.
Striz. Look, these man in their burner accounts.
No, my phone is playing up. My phone is playing up. I don't know what's going on, man. I have to switch it to my lappy. Sorry, apologies.
No, it's calm. I was just trying to get Striz to tell man about the Tottenham. His thoughts on the Tottenham game. Anyone want to shed any light on the Tottenham game?
Yeah, they were just on them. No, like they were just dealing with them. They couldn't break. Man City couldn't really break them down.
Again, that's
them a lot. They missed a lot of chances.
18-minute Tottenham. They can't beat Tottenham.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, man. Listen, I watched that game in detail, man. I was just really there, just bored, just watching it. You know, Man City look like a team in problems right now, man. I'm not gonna lie. The guys trying bid. It's like Strizzy was saying. It's like he's giving man a bone. It's like he's just fucking up, doing mad tactics, trying all these crazy things. And I feel like this Ray Lewis guy, Rico Lewis, he's a good player, but I just feel he's doing too much. He's fucking up a system that's been working for so long. Like, just chill, B. I know you're good, but I think personally, I would just drop him, let Ake play on the left back, bring him Laporte or Diaz, because from what I've saw today, they look like a team in like just disarray. I haven't seen the passes of plays are different. Grealish is hogging the ball, just trying to beat his man every time. Bernardo Silva looking. But did we see Bernardo Silva was looking very good in the middle? Once he put him to the wing, it was like he became ineffective again. KDB was looking very bad. Like, he's got his source there, but it's just he can't show it, man. I don't know. Like, man needs minutes. It's like Guardiola's just fucking with the base.
Do you know what's mad as well? You start noticing that Haaland ain't really scoring against the bigger teams.
Like, he ain't doing nothing.
He's not even getting shots on target and that.
No, I agree with Mr. Lewin. They're not giving him the ball.
At Dortmund, they played for him. It was all for him.
Yeah, but then you say that, but come on, bro. Look how much goals he's got. To get me already.
No. But I'm just saying, the way they play, they don't play for him. Yeah, he scores because he gets in the right position. But I'm saying they don't play to deliver the ball for him, though. It's weird.
Today he was
starving football. I needed that ball today, guys.
Yeah, they're not respecting They're not really respecting the skill level that he's got.
A beast up front like that, bro. Get that ball to him in the air, on the floor, however you got to get it to him, bro. Didn't have the ball at all today. Hardly had the ball. I'd love to see how many touches he had today.
I would say low.
Yeah, but saying that, I mean, we just played them last week, bro, and he didn't get no shots off against us, and they had the ball and to get it. So I think like, if you've got a solid defense, then to get it, man can mark him out of the game. I think it's just that. Do you get me? I think there's not much he can do except run at you, innit? Run at you, and to get it, he's not going to pick up the ball and run with the ball. So he's going to be reliant.
The way City play, when the ball's played quick enough, there's no stopping them, and that's at the right pace for him.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Haaland,
they weren't at that today.
Yeah, listen, this is Haaland, man. And man moving like Haaland can't play football, man. Been watching Dortmund for 4 years. Like, this guy can ball out. He can play 1-2s, everything. But man are not feeding him. You gotta feed the beast. If you don't feed the beast, he can't eat.
Yeah, but from how he played at Dortmund, though, do you think his game's changed? That's what I'm saying.
100%. The game
is there you'd see him run with the ball. Now he's not running with the ball. He's just running on the last line of defenders, or pulling off.
Because the way the team's set up, though, the team's not set up for him to be going out everywhere.
Listen,
he's set up for him to stand up there, and that's it.
Bro, if he was in Liverpool right now, bro, he might even have more goals than 25. He might have like 50. Do you know how
Yeah, I
many
can see
Darwin
that
Nunes?
for the amount of chances they have. Yeah.
Bro, they missed like fucking 20 chances a game. Liverpool
Yeah.
are going mad. I don't know what's going on in that team, but I said it from dot. I said this guy needs to get sacked. He's been here for too long. I love Klopp, but blood, that team is dying.
Yeah, it's just the team. To me, it's just the team needs a rebuild.
Freshen up.
But the ideas, man, look at the ideas. There's no ideas. There's no creativity in that team. But man, strays. But yeah,
But
Spurs.
yeah, so what?
Yeah, no, they played well, man. I thought they played really well, man. Counter attack team, they played very well, man.
Are
Shout out
you,
to
is
them.
is there anything? Is there any? Are you lot? Is there anything to be worried about for you lot? Looking at top four push, do you think? Do you
Of
think
course,
they're a problem?
100%, 100%, 100%. Tottenham a good team, man. They got Conte there. Conte is listen. I said it. They were overachieving. They got a couple players there. I feel like maybe they could definitely do a push there. They got Harry Kane. The guy keeps scoring. The fuck? If he's not going to stop scoring, then it's going to be kind of hard, because they can actually stop teams from scoring. Conte can actually get a team to not, you know what I mean? Even though they haven't been doing it recently, but we know they can do
Came to United in the summer, then, innit?
it. I'll leave that for Mr. Lewin.
If
But
that's what they want, I'm
if
not
Kane,
saying I
if Kane,
I'm not saying I want him,
Kane
but if
goes
that's what they
another-
want.
If Kane goes another season without nothing, then I can't ever see him winning nothing for the rest of his life.
Kane's comfortable at Tottenham because
Did he sign?
that's where
Go on. Sorry, Jay.
I'm saying Kane. No, it's cool. Kane's comfortable at Tottenham because that's where he's golden boy. Yeah. Some players are like that. They're happy to be comfortable in their own skin at that point. If he went Man City when a couple of years ago when he was going to go, he probably wouldn't have shone there. Do you know what I mean? He probably wouldn't have been a standout player. Maybe he might have survived the year and then got moved on. You know what I mean? But he's comfortable at Tottenham and he's happy being a star boy. Is he going to move from there because they're not winning trophies? He don't really. It seems like he's not bothered, to be honest.
And
It seems like he's not bothered. But if the offer comes on the table, they might force him out of the club and he might go.
Did he extend his contract?
I don't know.
yeah, I'm not sure as well. But also he broke that record tonight as well. So that's like a bucket list thing now. That's kind of done. So Kane is kind of free now. He's kind of free to move to anywhere in the Prem because he done the record tonight.
Yes, I said.
And that's it. You know what I mean? But Kane is good in it. The main thing is, can they do top four? And the top four thing is they could be dangerous because the guy keeps scoring and Son hasn't even started playing football yet. I think that this is some imposter. This guy is, I don't know where Son has been, but if he can come into the game, he scored more goals than Harry Kane last season. So that could be dangerous.
Son looks spooked from that time when Lloris got onto him in the changing room, bro. From that, I've never seen Son. It's not the same guy. It's mad.
Different guy.
But I always said he changed when Conte said that he could marry his daughter. That Son could marry his daughter. After that, he changed. The guy couldn't play football anymore.
So what are we saying? You think Tottenham or Newcastle's more of a threat?
I'll say Tottenham.
I agree. I agree with Lewin, yeah.
Yeah, because the level of manager, that's why. And the players.
Yeah.
Or the
The
strikers.
manager. The
I
manager.
don't think Newcastle's got their minerals.
Do you think Conte stays the season?
100%.
Do you know what? Yeah, but I think he's weird. I watched some of his interviews, and a lot of the time he talks shit. It's like he's sending the shots indirectly, man.
Facts.
I think this guy will walk any day of the week.
Yeah,
he's one of them guys. Like,
oh, I don't know.
You know what it is, though?
The club don't want me to be here, but I am here. So you let me know tomorrow if you want me to go. I'll go. He's a bit weird.
Like I say one thing about Conte is just like he plays a lot of mind games. I think a lot of people don't deep it. Like man is very clever. He's fucking with these people as well. The press. He's playing the games as well because he knows these guys are fucking around as well. So listen, I'm gonna play the game as well. The guy's gonna finish the season, and I honestly feel they can pip Newcastle to fourth spot. I think we can get third. I think they pip Newcastle to fourth.
Hope not. Anyway, let's move. Let's talk about this. I'll talk about I'd rather talk about none of your clubs, but you're here with us, isn't it? So we have to do the dues and be courteous
We
because we're
can talk
gentlemen.
about your club if you want, but we're gonna go back to the last thing your club did, and that was lose against Everton. So we don't want to talk about that.
Saying that, and then let's talk about your result. Where was you away to? Or was it a home game?
Home game,
It was a home game. 2-1.
Crystal Palace.
Yeah, Palace. Your boy Rashford on smoke. Your boy Casemiro on man's throat. He's on man's throat.
You have to look at all the angles, though, man. Trust me, man. Everyone thinks it was as bad. It wasn't as bad. It wasn't like that. If everyone has a look, man.
It is what it is, isn't it? Just I'll let Mr. Lewin take this one.
No. He's right. But yeah, there were other angles from the shots of what happened. But boy, the guy's he's heated, man. You gotta remember that's his Brazilian Donny.
I heard someone say it's getting rescinded.
I don't know about that. Man threw his Brazilian Donny into the sideboard, bro. He's not having that. You know them Brazilian man don't play, bro.
Facts.
Picasso was just backing his boy. Simple.
Facts.
He went a bit too mad. But yeah, he's got they'll learn. Like the first season, they all just got to learn and they're coming into it. But yeah.
The man had to let him know. Sorry, he had to let him know. Them man were thinking it's happy days.
Oh, no, man, that was like a Roy Keane Vieira thing, bro.
Yeah, man had to know. Like, yo, man, I'm Casemiro, G. That's my dog.
Do you know what that is? That's him coming with that Galactico mentality. Do you understand? Because when you've played with man like Kroos and Modric and Ramos, you understand, and Ronaldo and Benzi, and do you get it? Like, come on, you know the mentality there. So then he's just bringing that into your changing room now. He's one of the top dons there. Boy, he is the top don there, basically.
Yeah,
most decorated, right?
Yeah, him over Varane.
Yeah, Varane as well. Yeah, so
yeah, people sleep on the Varane signing. They were sleeping on the Casemiro signing. These men are washed. I'm saying, yo, respect. 4-time Champions League winner, 5-time Champions League winner. The only players like that we have to talk about: Modric, Cruz, Serdov, Xavi, Iniesta. Respect, please.
Yeah, he's made a difference. But Ten Hag, like Smiz is saying, you know, like forget title race and whatnot. I know it's 8 points. And
I am not interested in a title race. I've said it from the start. I said it from the start of the season. I didn't say nothing about winning.
Why are you not interested? I don't understand that.
No. All right, understand it like this, yeah. There was never a plan to win a title this year. Yeah, the plan was to make sure we in the Champions League and maybe win a trophy. Yeah, the trophy to win was never the Premier League. You see what I'm saying to you?
We didn't plan to win the league this season either.
I'm not saying, man.
And you're still trying to.
I'm just talking on my squad and my thoughts and how I'm thinking, innit? Yeah, that weren't the plan, not to be in no title race. So if we're not in the title race and we're third, considering we was bottom and all this crap and all this was going to happen to us and all this shit, we're doing all right. And we're doing what we're supposed to be doing. Do you know what I mean? Like we could pick up a trophy. Go on.
No, yeah, just to add to Mr. Lewin's points on why we can't win. As I spoke to Nara earlier, and he mentioned the mathematics. We've already got how many losses? Peep the table. 5 losses. That's a lot. Are we not going to get more than 5? We're going to lose another 3 most probably. So we're already out by numbers. You get it? So that's it. I ain't even got to say more.
Yeah, 8 points.
You don't have it, man. Do your thing. Get me? It's not what we need this year. Yeah, that's not what we need this year. The Premier League, it ain't. You see, like next year or when we're going for Champions League or something, another year, that's fine. But this ain't a year for us to be worrying about the Premier League, bro. Trust me. Get back in that Champions League. Get another few top signings in now. Top teams are playing well. Youngsters are playing well. Yeah, man.
But listen,
trust me.
Just if you guys want to lose 4 or 5 games in a row, no problem. We're in a title race, 100%. If you lose another 4 or 5, City loses another 2, 3, yeah, and we don't lose enough, and we win like another 10 in a row, 100% we're in a title race. But that's not going to happen, is it? It's just not going to happen.
Nah.
But if you lose 6 in a row,
bro.
Yeah. You get it.
No, what are you saying?
What? What do you say?
Gonna
You
win
think
the
it's
league.
gonna happen? No, I think it's gonna happen.
But
Then
yeah,
again,
You think Arsenal gonna lose the next 4 or 5 games? Yeah.
I don't think he's.
Or 4 or 5 before 4 or 5 more before end of the
I
season.
don't think. I don't think he's that shit of a manager. But fucking hell, you never know what can happen in the way football is these days. But fucking hell.
yeah, but no, we was talking about the United game. Like, you know what? Like, we played decent.
Like I said, you're gonna have to just see how their mentality is, how they bounce back from a defeat in it, because we've only lost twice. Is it twice? Yeah, we only lost twice, so we ain't really seen their character like that now. Now, again, is the new test again. How are they gonna bounce back from this being put in a split from Dash? How are we gonna bounce back from it now?
So Jesus is walking again, yeah.
Performance out again on Brentford, then that's when the questions are going to be asked. Like, yeah, you ain't got the minerals, like, you know what I mean? So it's always
how does Jesus fit into your squad now then?
Oh, now you go straight back in, man. Fuck Eddie EE, bro. I don't give a shit what anyone says, man.
So now you use my man, you're just gonna just dash into the side.
Yes, exactly that. Your stopgap. You know what I'm saying? Although they've scored the same amount of goals, he doesn't bring the energy that Jesus brings. It's a different type of energy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where Eddie and Nketiah should be holding the ball up and not getting flung on the floor, Jesus will be either dribbling past them or holding the ball up. And they're fucking the same size. I don't get it. Well, I do get it, but yeah. But again, is Arteta going to throw him straight back in because he just come back from an injury? So, yeah.
How do you come back from that injury? You know what I mean? Does he come back fresh? You know what I mean?
All depends on how he's training before he gets back. Because some people can just have an injury and just crack on and there's nothing wrong with them. And some people get little muscle problems because they haven't been running for ages and stuff like that. So, all depends, isn't it? But I think the longer we have EE up front, that's where we're going to have the problems. That we literally need to change up that front line a little bit.
That's the only thing that worried me. Like I said, if you bring Trossard on, bar Fabio Vieira, there's nothing else. And to get.
But you just bought this Trossard kid though.
Yeah, I know. But what I'm saying is, once you bring him on for Martinelli, and then you bring on Fabio Vieira for Erdegaard, there's nothing else attacking you can do.
It's nothing again.
Do you understand? So you can't change the striker, innit? And you can't change Saka. You can't sub even Saka because Reece Nelson's out and Marquinhos gone on loan. So do you see what I'm saying? You can't really rotate or switch it up.
Youngsters.
You see what I'm saying? You go back to then using your under 21s again. It's just all mad to me. Like that's where it's just like we're still weak.
Yeah, but then this is why they should have shopped. Stop pinching the pennies and shop in the windows and that and buy the players you need to buy. Yeah. And I swear I had a conversation. I had a conversation with Nara once about fucking what would you rather, the Premier League or the Champions League? And I was saying that really what Arsenal should do is invest in winning the Champions League. I know it sounds mad to say that, but like if you invest enough money into your club to win one of the cups, you could do that. But it's like they don't do that, and they like go to the discount store, for instance, and we'll look on that list instead of going for the mad players that they need to buy to just secure these titles. Yeah. Because then once you lot win it, you got a taste of it now. That's it. You're not.
Who are you actually explaining this to? The YouTube world?
No. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
It's like you're telling me something I've told you already.
I'm just saying in general. No. I'm talking. Well, when you had this conversation, that's what I'm saying.
No, but I know. But you're just repeating what I've said already. Oh, I know this. You're repeating exactly what I say about the club.
Well, then they need to do it,
man. You're not enlightening me with anything.
You don't need to protest this, man, because it's not the one, man. It's not the one, bro. Trust me.
To me, it's not. If to me though, I know. I mean, obviously, to some extent, it is about money in it. But to me, the amount of money is not where it, to me, like 100 M's on Mudryk and 120 on Enzo.
Listen,
Like to me, like that's all mad. Like I wouldn't even want them to do that anyway. I've said it. Like you can get better players for cheaper. Do you
No, but
understand?
sorry
Money
to
wise,
cut you. Don't you think all of that again is all PR? All of that stuff.
Yeah, no, but what
I
I'm
don't.
saying is when man
don't
talk
think.
about Arsenal can't compete unless
I
they've
agree with
got
I
that,
big
don't
bro.
think
players,
they
they're
want.
not
I
big
don't think they
players to
want to
me.
buy them players. They just.
What are
They
you
just
saying now? You feel like
do
it's
it
just for the show,
to
like
show.
people like
They just
people.
do
I
it
ain't
to.
even talking about them players. I'm just saying in general, Arsenal are not a club that spend a certain amount of money
Yeah, I
most of
know,
the
but that
time.
is the money in it. And I'm saying
No,
even if
but I'm just saying if they should try it though, innit? Try it
Yeah,
1 year, just go right. We're gonna let the wall down.
oh man,
Let's go. Boom, 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 boom.
No, but we
And I
don't do that.
guarantee you,
We
I
don't
know
do
you
that.
don't, but I guarantee you, if they did, that season would be mad for you. You know what I'm saying? This is what we've been waiting for. Why don't you lot just do this?
I don't. This is what I'm saying. I
I'm telling
disagree.
you.
Shall I tell you why I disagree? Because
so
as
try
much as
something
man
different.
say, as much as whatever man say, yeah, they put the P's down in it. And Shakhtar, like if Shakhtar said yes, then they would have had to buy the player. Yeah, they put the P's down for Caicedo. If they said yes, they would have had to then stump the P's up. So that would have been the money we're talking about when we talk about big signings like Nicolas Pepe money. Yeah, we've seen
I'm
Arsenal back in.
talking over the
Wait,
years.
wait, Jay,
Forget
wait,
this
Jay,
year.
wait,
Forget this
Jay,
year
wait,
though.
wait, wait, wait.
Just forget this
Wait.
year.
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. But I'm saying
In
is that
general,
is
I'm just
I
saying.
know. But what I'm saying is that is the money we're talking about when we're talking about splash the P. So I'm saying, look, if he said, all right, they tried to splash the P in this last window, they didn't get the targets they wanted. That was their number one targets, apparently, right? And they didn't get them. And between the two of them players, that would have come to what? A 170, 180, yeah? That's big P's on two players. But what I'm saying is they're not the players that are going to win you the Champions League. So I'm saying you can get better players for cheaper than that who I think can do a better job than those players that will cost you big money. So I don't think it's always about doing a mad thing, splashing peas, because it hasn't really.
About spending more money now, Arsenal.
Well, it's not got Chelsea nowhere. It's not got you lot nowhere. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's not necessarily always. It's about, to me right now, it's about Arteta's got his plan, isn't it? And him and Edu and that, they're all cushy, and you get me doing up boy band business. So like they've got their plan, their little brotherhood and whatnot, and they're just friends helping each other out. But what I'm saying is, because they've got this plan and whatnot, it's like we're gonna stick only to this plan and we're not gonna change it or adapt it at all. It's my philosophy, I believe, you know them ones, and that to me is the problem because you might need to change your plan along the course of the journey. You don't see when you're doing big M-way journeys, yeah, and there's traffic. You don't see the sat nav will tell you redirecting you to get you to your target quicker, to your journey, to your destination
But
quicker.
that's kind of that. Honestly, that kind of goes with what Lewin was saying, which is going against the grain. What if you don't spend a certain amount of money and try it one season, that I think that's what my man was kind of getting at in regards to like, you get an alien notion to give it a different outcome. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree. I get what you're saying, but I'm saying even the targets they're looking at, they're not the players for me. That's gonna do that. That's what I'm saying. For
Yeah,
that
no, that's cool,
piece,
fair enough. But I'm just saying, in general, over the last 20 years, I'm just saying, Arsenal they're not. That's what they do. That's what they do. They'll go,
yeah,
nah, not that
100%.
one, and go the other side.
Yeah,
When
100%.
one season they say, nah, you know what? Let's do it and let's see,
It's
innit?
all
And let's see where I'm
it's all a trick, bro.
That's
It's just to say that we tried to get them and we was in for them. This is what I said. This is what we're gonna do. We're not buying them type of players. We don't buy it. We just do it to look good.
Yeah, but bro, if they said yes, if Brighton said yes, then you have to buy the player.
Yeah, but they knew Brighton weren't gonna say yes because they didn't want to pay the proper price. They went in. They went in under the value. They went in again, and they said, if you don't pay, we're not selling him. But if you pay the proper like a price that you can't like turn down, then yeah. But we're not doing that. We're not gonna do that. We just don't do that. That's why I don't understand why we go for these type of players. Because if you want someone, you got to go the extra mile to get it.
You have to overpay, you're saying, basically.
Have to overpay.
Yeah, and I get that as well.
We don't overpay.
I get that.
We always have to take the lower level player.
And
because that's the way the club operates.
I agree with that because I think if you wanted them players there, then you should have overpaid to get them.
You
If
overpay.
if you think if it's gonna do something for you, do you understand? But to me, it's just those Caicedo, yeah, he can come in, yeah, but well, why?
Decent player,
Yeah,
bro. Decent.
yeah, but Caicedo in the midfield, I could see why. Do you get it? But again, another young player, cool. Do you get
I
me?
think he's got
Ecuador
Liverpool potential,
international.
man.
He is bossing those
I think
still.
he's got
So
Liverpool, man.
yeah, you can bring him in. But look, all the rest of the business is just it's just meaty to me, man. It's just
It's underwhelming, mate.
yeah, it's just
Underwhelming.
meaty, bro. It's meaty, and it's like it's not. It doesn't give you that boost. That yeah, boom. They're really gonna try and attack this league title. Do you get it?
Don't you find it positive being in certain players though? Like being having your name in the back. Obviously, it means nothing if nothing comes out of it. You know what I'm saying? But I suppose that at one point over the last how many years, you might not have really been in the. You know what I'm saying? Your names might not come up in regards to certain players. You know what I'm saying?
No, do you know if yeah, you're right. Like we don't get linked to big players, and do you know what? I don't hide from the truth, bro. Like when you deep it, yeah, all the players we're buying, like all the players he signed with, like, are they like they've not been his number one target because we've been hearing. To get me, Mudryk was his number one target. You can't get him. Caicedo
Vlahovic.
couldn't get
All these players that we're
Lissandro
never gonna buy.
Martinez, Vlahovic.
Nah,
Vlahovic,
nah. You can't say you weren't
Benzema,
never gonna buy them
the
now, though,
list,
man.
the
You
list
probably
goes
might.
on.
You might have got them if they managed to stash the extra money. You know, might actually got these players.
No,
Yeah,
but
that's
what I'm talking about is the players that they've failed on publicly because they've gone hard publicly on the PR thing. Yeah, like yeah, we're going for this player. Yeah, this is our number one target. You haven't secured not one, not a
yeah,
War,
yeah,
not
yeah.
Tillemans.
But
Like
socially, it's been divulged. Like, yeah, you've got some ground on it. I get what you're saying.
and
Yeah,
that's your number one target. That's the, to
like,
get it. And when it comes to his number one target, Mudryk, you can't get it. You can't get it over the line. Like
And then
Caicedo, you
even
can't get
and
it
then,
over the line.
and then even the cheap players, you still can't get even the Douglas Luiz on the last day of the season. They said because of the
Yeah,
fact
come
that
on,
we've come
Douglas
to them
Luiz. Yeah,
on the
who's
last
that? Douglas Luiz from
Wi-Fi
Villa.
anyway, because we forward to them on the last day of the season, they said pay us 25 instead of 20. Just pay the 25 million.
Simple.
You're telling me Douglas Luiz ain't a bit more competent than Caicedo?
yeah, come
Is
on.
this is
Caicedo,
this
I
the
don't
big
even know
is
this
this
guy.
Yeah,
I
is this
don't
the
even know this
Douglas Luiz from
Caicedo.
Aston Villa, guys?
yeah.
Yeah, he can work in Arsenal. But I'm not gonna lie.
He's a baller. I mean,
Yeah,
like
but I'm
you
saying
talk about
that's
him. You talk about Gimares last season as well. Another one failed,
hey,
bro.
Mahrez as well.
Another one.
One
Do
of
you
them.
understand?
What was you not linked with him?
Yeah.
We were supposed to buy him, but they didn't want to pay the money, and then Newcastle just paid the money. Simple.
Imagine that. Yeah, that's
Not even expensive. 35 million.
you know
Money
that
talks,
no,
walks, man.
when you don't have that money, you don't got that money. Easy.
They've got the peas. That's what I'm saying. They've
You
got the
don't want to
peas. It's
spend it,
just
man.
it's
All
not
these
that, man.
owners
They
are the
struggle.
same, man.
Nah,
All
man.
these
It's
owners are the same. They're
he
fucking
struggles in
tight,
his
bro.
negotiating, bruv. His negotiating tactics are poor, bruv. He can't.
Whoever's in that staff,
It's
whoever's doing the
it's
negotiating,
Edu.
you need
Edu
a new
can't
one.
negotiate. It's
You need a new
Edu
guy.
and Vinay and this
Yeah,
guy
man, they don't know how to do those deals, man. They don't know. They're not bank. They don't
bro. If
work in the banking system.
all you have
Edu
to
was
do,
a
yeah,
fucking bench footballer. He don't
all you
know
have to do,
nothing about
yeah, is
negotiation.
watch the All or Nothing documentary, yeah, and
I'd rather
look
not.
at the way they were celebrating giving Barcelona Aubameyang for free. Just go and
No
look at the way
way,
they
no way.
celebrated that. These times you didn't bring in Vlahovic. You're not worried about that. You're celebrating that you gave Aubameyang to Barcelona away from the free at 12 o'clock or 11 o'clock at. Do you get it? Transfer deadline day.
Yeah, I wasn't
So
happy. Yeah,
do you get it? And you ain't bought it. So you can just see that to me.
they're not really happy about it.
These guys are not serious. You understand? You can't take these guys serious. So to me, that's why he fails when he goes for the big targets, and that's why they got to go for lesser targets because you know that if you phone certain man, they ain't even gonna answer the phone, bro. You know, like that. They ain't even
The
gonna answer the
unfortunate thing is
phone.
clout counts for a lot in it. You get me? Clout counts for a lot, and like that's coming from like a team that can easily be knocked out by other teams in regards to clout. You know what I'm saying? It's success. Again, there are teams that override Tottenham in like the transfer market years and years and years out. But you see, when you've got something like, and this is gonna sound stupid, like a project, like a stadium, and a new, bro, I still believe that some of the signings we got recently, bro, only because man had a stadium built and a new project, bro. Do not get it twisted in it. Like these things count for more than man actually make. I don't know how to word it. They count for a lot.
Yeah, I think even that. I think that's why I think Arsenal's like player ID profile, the players they're going for is all young players because the young players gonna be like, yeah, I like what Arteta's doing with youth. Boom, I'll listen to him. Boom, boom, boom. You get me? I can get a nice contract here, nice cushy life. Boom, first I'm starting. Do you get it? I'm first team starter. I'm staying in the team. No one ain't nudging me out of my position. Like you can't have life cushy like that for me. As if you want to talk elite levels, you get what I'm saying? So. Is what it is, but I'm not complaining. Top of the table, winning, man. Shout everyone in the chat, anyone in the chat, anyone watching. Run up the like, share the thing.
Come on, big up.
Here.
Man's getting tired now. Man's been on the roads.
Yeah, man. Anything else we're gonna touch on, man? Car, you get me. We're gonna still keep it positive. The gap remains. Obviously, the Spuds
remains between Chelsea and the rest of us.
Yo. You see how you was about to go there. I bet you just use the terminology properly.
Do you know what's mad? Is man can't. Congo was like, yeah, I'm definitely there. And it's just
where's Carlos?
And he said he don't go missing. That's
Carlos?
normal. Damn lot. Somewhere up north, mate.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it was a mad weekend. It's been a mad weekend of football, isn't it? At the end of the day. No one really, despite what everyone's saying, no one really saw you lot dropping points at Everton, innit? Do you know what I'm saying?
Everything remains the same. The only thing that's changed is that man like Sean Dyche put us in a spliff. And that's it.
Lightly.
But you see that spliff? That spliff was full up with some bushweed and thing, you get me? Make you choke and
Slightly was fucking Ami, bro. It was.
Nah.
Yeah, what are you lying about? Calm down, it's okay. Tottenham came and put the spliff out. We came and put the spliff out. It's okay. Yes, that's what happened. Unfortunately. Yeah. Unfortunately, my boys went and saved the wrong fuck. Anyway, excuse me. Fortunately, my dogs went and did the right job for the wrong people. You get me? That's what happened. Do you understand?
Trust.
Business, yeah?
Man tried to roll the Zubi with hay in it and to get me all them things, like weeds and old weeds and come on. You know how it is up them sides. Up them sides, yeah. Cold country. Alright, boom. Man, then we kicking out, yeah.
We're wrapping it up, yeah. Come on, big up every man for showing up. Big up Spurs, big up Jay, big up Football Genius, big up myself, the co-host, big up Arson, the host with the most.
Shout out CJ, shout out Jimmy, shout out Congo, shout out Smizzy, shout out Narrow, shout out Jay, shout out Football Genius, shout out Striker. Shout out everyone. We'll get back here. We'll get back in the week and do something else, man. Cause I got midweek games as well, innit?
We got Brentford. That's the test, boy.
Yeah, we got Brentford, but there's a couple of mid.
You got Brentford and City. You lot got Brentford and City, innit?
Yeah. Why are you worrying about that, man? That's cool, man. That's
cool
now.
Just worry about
that's cool now.
Man, why sound so nervous, man? It's a heady.
Man, that's cool now.
Casa with his free match band.
Hey? Don't worry about Casa.
I'm not. I don't play midfield with him, so I don't give a shit.
Don't worry, man. We got a replacement there. Now watch that.
Boom. Shout out the Spuds, shout out Keys and Pezza and the rest of them.
Yeah,
I have to give you gave me a thumbs up today, and boom, you gave me. That man can go and get a one drink today and chat to us again tomorrow. We're out.
All right, cool. Peace.
Bye. Yeah.